have the following pictures. All right, there's the world's best media student right there. And then there, oh. Okay, and I'm going to use this one for the zigzag. So first thing you need to do, for the zigzag image, you need to right click. I'm just going to open this up with fireworks. Actually, I guess I'll have to open up fireworks first. So do not create a canvas. You basically will file and open the picture. The first issue with this picture is, well, there are many issues with the picture, but you need to rotate it so the picture is saved. And next, go up to File and Open. Find where you upload that picture. Here it is. Look at that. Right now it's 100%, so I'm just going to zoom out a bit. I may need to zoom out a little bit more. There we go. First step will be removing the background. If you have used Photoshop in the past, you'll know how to use the Magic Wand tool. The Magic Wand tool is the same tool in Fireworks, except when you click on it, your options are down here under tolerance where it says 80%. Tolerance means this. Tolerance is the number of pixels of that shade of color. So if it's 1 for tolerance, it's 1 pixel of that green that I'm selecting. So for example, if I go right now and I put 5 tolerance and I click on the green, it's only going to select 5 pixels of that green. Whereas if I increase it to 50 and I click on it, it's selected more of the green. I can probably increase that to 60 and do it again. I have almost captured all the green. Another quick, easy way of selecting all the green is going up to Select and select Similar, and it will select the green in all of the areas. So you notice right down in between the arms, it's been selected. You'll notice up here there's some issues. But I'm just going to press delete, and there we got rid of most of the green, deselect, and now I'm just going to take the eraser tool, or I'm just going to take the marquee tool, get rid of the other green spots up here, deselect. Once you have the background successfully removed, and when you start following the instructions, what you're going to use is the pen tool. And for the pen tool, what you need to do is start on the top, and you're basically going to zig and then zag around. All right, and there's my path. All right. You can tweak it if you want. To tweak it, you need to go to these points, and if you select these points, you can actually rebend the shape. All right, now I'm just going to zoom back out. So let's say that we're happy with the zigzag. The next step will be making a duplicate layer of our model, and I'm going to put that one up on the top of my layers. So what you should have is model, path, model, and then disable the visibility of the top layer. It will make sense after. And then what you'll need to do is you take your text, and you're going to I can't remember what it says in the instructions for what text to put on here. World's best media student. We'll just repeat that over and over again. The world's best media student. Now that's white, so I'll need to assign a different color to the text. There we go. And then what you'll need to do is you'll need to select the text and the path. You go to text, oops, text and path. Oh, I don't know why that's not, there we go. And attach to path. And then it will be connected to the path. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to space, paste it, paste it, paste it. Now, when in the instructions, it does mention that you should be working with the offset. The offset is down here. And there are a couple other options you need to play around with down in the properties area. So basically what will happen here is we have our world's best media student, and then we have a layer on the top, we have a layer on the bottom. And what you'll need to do is, to make it look like the text is going around your subject, you take your eraser tool. Right now it's 1, a little bit bigger than that, a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to have the text, and we're going to start off by having the text go in front of his head. And you'll notice that I'm working on this layer on the top, right? So it's that layer right there that I'm working on. The text will swirl down behind the subject, and then it comes back around over here. And I'm just going to start erasing the text on the top. And then it goes back underneath. And then back around on the top. And I think that's about it. Now if we zoom out, it's almost done. There's some other steps that you'll need to complete in the instructions. When you're saving your image, and this is really important, with Fireworks there's a whole bunch of options. There's save as, which will allow you to save your working file. There's also export. That's a quick way of exporting. But if you need to optimize your images for the web, if you find your website is lagging, all of your images are, well, that's one of the issues whenever you have a lagging website. The images have not been optimized. So the best way of optimizing is you go down to Export Wizard, continue, make sure you select web, continue, just hit exit. If it's an animation, you'll notice in that previous activity you had to go through Export Wizard, click animation, and then export that way. But this one, I'm just going to pick a ping 24-bit. It should show the image over here on the right. And I'm just going to drop it down to 25%. So there's what the image will look like. And whenever you're ready to export, you hit export. And this will be first name, last name, underscore, activity 6. And I think it was B. Vertical skew. Part 2. Part 2. And that will be in a ping, we've already selected ping, hit save, and then export, and then it exports your image.